Yeah. Crispy wings, sauce dripping slow. Stacked up high like a food cargo. Crunching loud, the flavor show. Midnight cravings, gotta let it go. Late night, feast tables alive. Forks tonight, the hunger vibe. It's foodie time, foodie time. It's foodie time, foodie time. It's foodie time, foodie time, foodie time.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's Foodie Time. Welcome into the Connect and Grow chat called Foodie Time. I'm so glad to see you guys, and thank you for your patience with me on this last week. I mean, oh my goodness, I go away on a cruise, come back for a day, get sick that night, and disappear. Typical. But anyway, thank you guys for coming back. I appreciate that. And I just want to say, hope you guys are keeping warm because it is freaking cold. Okay, everybody's talking about the same thing. What happened? We had a Arctic front. That's all I can say is wow. Really hated it. Made me think I'm not going to be able to stay in Kentucky if this keeps happening. But anyway, fair warning, I am still recovering from the flu. And as you guys all know, the flu always leaves a little thing at the end. I call it the last show. The last show involves sore throat, coughing, the normal cold symptoms. So excuse me if I have to stop, do a media break, blow my nose. I know you don't want to see my ablutions and all that, so we ain't gonna do all that. But anyway, if you're here for the replay, be sure to leave a comment in the replay. And thank you guys again for coming by. Let's see who's in the chat. I see it's beginning to roll, so I'm gonna start talking to the chat. Oh my gosh, some people came in early and said some things. Willie, part of the foodie squad. Willie, yay foodie, slap mo mummy. I know, right? Hey, you guys, by the way, I know the last thing I said to y'all on Wednesday is that I was going to be putting out a video before I realized, then you know how the flu lets you know that you're sick, okay? Right after I said all that, about 2 or 3 hours after we had this broadcast, all of a sudden I started having the symptoms of the flu. And here's the thing, you guys, I didn't even know what I had because I told you guys on Wednesday that I was sitting next to a lady on the plane who was really sick, and I could tell she was really sick. I only saw her face one time. She was like covering herself and leaning into the window, and I was in the middle seat. And times like that, I kept wishing, why didn't I get that $100 upgrade to first class, y'all? Regretting that. If that ever happens again, I'm definitely doing the first class thing. And I'm not bougie like that. I usually don't care where I sit, but I'm beginning to realize that when you're by yourself, you tend to be next to strangers on the plane, and you never know what they're carrying. And I don't know if you thought about this, but I thought about it a lot. And that is, COVID came over on a plane. It's just saying, the people that first got COVID probably had no idea what was wrong. And they went to the hospital to find out that they had a deadly disease. Willie says, Christmas is back on. Yay! Yeah, I'm glad too, sweetie. I'm going to tell you, I was listening to Go Live Together. Hi, Kathy. Kathy. I see Kathy's name and Angie at the same time here. Whatever floats your boats. Hey, Angie, part of the Foodie Squad, Angie. You guys got colder weather than we've got this morning. Bless your hearts. Everything's frozen here. Jorge left some drinks out in the garage because he likes them nice and cold. They're all ice now. So yeah. Anyway, that's frozen. Everything out there is frozen. So hopefully today we're getting up to 32 degrees. That's the rumor. I'll believe it when I see it. And when we get to 32 degrees, everything should melt. But you never know what's going to happen. But hey, welcome in, my friend. And then next came Kathy and Bryant. I'm driving and listening to this. Good morning. Glad you're feeling better, Vicky. Thank you, dear. Hi, all in the chat. Baby, it's cold outside. Kathy, I left you a message on your Facebook for a gift. on Saturday. I don't know if you heard me say that, but please check that out and let me know if you received it. Thank you, dear. And Mickey's Adventures, good morning. Hey, part of the Foodie Squad. Hey, Mickey's, good morning, my friend. I have been doing much better today. I may have to slow down for a minute or take a quick break. So I just want to warn you ahead of time. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I had started doing I was going to get started. I had promised y'all I was going to get it out that night like a crazy person. Yeah, whatever. But last night, I actually started the casino video that I had been talking about now for how long? It's been at least a couple weeks now. We've been discussing that before. We went to the cruise and everything. I did get the footage. I have got the vlog almost completely done. I still need to do a few things like a little slice and dice here and there. Ask Nettie how much I love editing. Mickey, thank you for those purple hearts. I appreciate you. And look who's here, my buddies. Joe. Hi, Vicky. Hi, everyone. Look, I got to not laugh. I got to get too excited or it's going to just take me out, y'all. It's just going to take me out. Oh, you notice I'm not playing the banners right now. I have decided I'm going to do something different for the banners. So you may not see the banners very much until I figure out what's going to happen because I want to do it in a different way. And I want it to be something a little more interesting. So we're going to work on that. That's one of my little projects I'm working on this week, along with emptying out my dad's condo. Yeah. I got an offer and accepted it on dad's condo. Some of y'all know that to me was a gift because it has been very hard. And as you also know, there is still stuff, because I keep talking about it, in the storage room, in the kitchen, and in the garage, and in the front room that I need to get out of the house. And question for y'all, what's a good way to get rid of stuff that has emotional value? I mean, some of it belongs to, people in my family that want it, like the golf clubs and stuff like that in the garage. But then some of it, I would love to just put out on the curb and let somebody come pick up. But, it's snow out there, y'all. It's like in front of my dad's house, seems like 10 inches of snow. You can't even get in the driveway. So I don't know. So that's part of what's going to be going on for the next week for me is I got to start figuring out how to get all that stuff out of the condo. I need some boxes. I really need some boxes because there's so much stuff that's just laying around in the garage and in the cabinets, in the kitchen and stuff like that. So, Anyway, look, there's Josiane. Hey, Josiane. Welcome in, part of the Foodie Squad. Josiane, thank you so much for sending me. I have sent her my luggage tags, and then she sent me her luggage tag. The cool thing about luggage tags is they make really interesting tree ornaments. Yeah, try it. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, you can hang a luggage tag on your tree. So guess what I did, Josiane? I'll give you a guess. But anyway, I got to not laugh. That's going to be like impossible. But anyway, hope you are well, girl, as well as I'm going to get. And I'm going to tell you, I'm so relieved that I ain't going to die from a mysterious disease. Knock on wood. Let me say that and knock on wood when I say it, because, you never know what you catch. All I know is it is the flu. I know it's the flu because the last time I had the flu, and this is the truth, was when I was like 39, I want to say. It is when me and Jorge first got together, and we had Christmas at my mother's house. And my mother, and there's a whole story about my mother and Christmas, you guys. This story. My mother was a Christmas crazy person. That's what I always say. No, she was the type of person that over decorated for Christmas. She always had at least one tree. And if you didn't have decorations at your house, by the time she was done with her decorations, she would come over and put decorations in your house. That was my mom. And my mom passed in November, the end of November, right before Christmas, when I turned 40. So the last Christmas I had with her was the Christmas that I had the flu. So I remember it quite well. And I remember thinking, why on earth was that the last Christmas? Because, I was not able to participate. And now every Christmas, y'all, whenever Christmas comes up, my husband puts up the tree. So y'all were talking about the tree on Go Live Together. My husband always puts up the tree because he knows that if I put up the tree, I will cry. That's how it goes every year. So for years now, he has been putting up the tree. He said to me this year, he goes, "Do you think we should put up the tree?" And I said to him, "What is the alternative?" And he said, "Not." And I didn't say anything because, I'm thankful that I have somebody who cares enough about me that he worries about what's going to happen if I try to put up that tree. I never put up the tree. So Christmas has mixed feelings for me. Part of it's jolly, and then part of it's just freaking sad, because I always think about her. Every time I see decorations, she had the ugly sweaters. She had all the dress up stuff. She did the cookies, the candy. She was your perfect Christmas mom. Okay. Christmas was always beautiful in our house. Always overdone and totally appreciated. Everybody in my family knew about my mom and Christmas. She even had Christmas parties. I tried to have a Christmas party, and well, I'm not my mom. I'm my dad. Anyway, Danny Dizzle, good morning. How are you doing? Part of the Foodie Squad, Danny, you cracked me up. She was cracking up at like Cheryl today talking about, I spent 6 days with you, Jeremy. They're funny. They are so funny. Vicky, you look cute today. Oh, thank you. My hair is back because I haven't had any energy to do my hair, y'all. Not one bit. Okay, it is overdue for some stuff, but it'll come when it comes. I'm not going to stress myself out about that, but thank you. I appreciate you, Joseanne. You're such a sweetie pie for saying that, because all I kept thinking is they're going to look at me and go, what the heck is going on in this picture? Crazy. Danny, we missed you. I missed you guys. I really did. You guys do make up my morning. I was lucky that I had Kathy with me on the trip. I had at least one member of this community in the trip. That was kind of cool. And Kathy's very energetic, very spirited. So, it was like having a cheerleader. She's so awesome, you guys. So it was like having somebody who was spiked for the trip with me. So that was great. Plus we met a bunch of people on the cruise who were sweetie pies. There's a couple that sat next to us at dinner that they were Luis and Justin, and they were so awesome. I don't know. I miss them now. I mean, I was like, I hope they come on eventually one day and see at least one of our channels, because I do miss them. But I know since they are royal cruisers, I'm going to run into them again. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I take too many royal cruises. And so I'm glad to see y'all. And I'm sorry I went off on that tangent. I know I have things I need to tell y'all. Oh, yeah. Sorry for Thursday. I thought I deleted the stream, and I put a message. I always put a message in the community post, by the way, if I'm not going to be there. If you notice I'm not there and you're curious what happened, go to the community post on my channel, and I usually will tell you what's going on. Okay, because when I'm sick, I don't communicate well. In fact, I was not asking anybody here. I was not communicating well. Even the dog was confused. It's like, what is going on with mom? I mean, she's not with it. Anyway, so Joe's saying hello to everybody. Lee's here. Hi, host, and all in chat listening is working and lurking. Thank you to all the lurkers. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate that. I am Joe, just freezing cold here. Angie, I know, poor chickens. I know they're not loving it at all. Texas Cruiser, part of the Foodie Squad. Hi, Rick. Good morning, my beautiful friend. Aw, thank you. Man, I tell you what, I need you guys around just for the compliments alone. Thank you so much. Hey, do you notice something interesting in the background? I put this background up because I'm making the official announcement that we are now booked on a Virgin Voyage cruise. We will be out of here on the 23rd of January. Gosh, I hope I'm feeling better before that. I tell you what, going to any place warm though will make me feel better right about now. Uh, but yeah, this is the Scarlet Lady, I believe, and that's what we're going on, the Scarlet Lady. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I know y'all are wondering, how the heck did I get Jorge to get on a cruise? Well, it's a funny story that we bought this cruise with points. We bought it last year, right before Dad passed, and we had to cancel the cruise. So they have the points. We're just hanging out there for a whole year waiting for us to come. And that's the good thing about points. When you refund a points purchase, that you still keep the points. Okay, you refund them right back to where they were, and they were just waiting for us. So there you go. Will G. So Jorge didn't want to lose his points for obvious reasons. That was a lot of points. It was 195,000 points, okay, to get a cruise. And by the way, you can get a Virgin cruise on MGM Slots app for half price. MGM Slots, but it's going to cost you at least 100,000 points, reward points in their program, which is not hard to get. Believe me, I'm way past 100,000 points there, but I'm going to play a media real quick so that I can cough. Just saying. Oh my goodness, just so I can cough. That is the Unhinged, Ungrouped, Unhearted, Unmatched cruise hosted by Scott of Controversial Cruise and Liz and Chris of Carnival Cruise Addicts and Cruise Life TV's Greg and Michelle. A lot of us are booked on that, and we're going out on the 14th of February and 27. And y'all, that is coming up faster than you think. Do you realize that we are almost to 2026? I mean, it seems kind of crazy. We are almost at 2026, y'all. Seems like just yesterday we were talking about, all how far away that cruise was, and we wish it was closer. It's going to be closer soon, because it's at the beginning of 2027. So how exciting. Hey, it's Amy. If you seek Amy, welcome in, my friend. Yes, indeed. We got a lot of really great channels in here. Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey, Captain Billy J. And then if you seek Amy K, Billy says, ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, Vicky. The real captain is here. Amy saying, glad to see you back. So glad to be back, Amy. I really did miss you guys. I did sleep for 3 days. All of you wonderful people that sent me messages, bless you. You guys are sweetie pies. People kept sending me messages that saying the same thing over and over. Sleep, Vicky, just sleep and drink, sleep and drink, sleep and drink. And I took your messages to heart, and I did that. I slept for 3 days. I did get a lot of fluids in. Drank some herbal tea whenever I was awake. And sure enough, the fever went away. I didn't go into the hospital. Yeah, I was freaked out. I kept thinking I was going to go into the hospital and not come out. Because, that's what you think about when you get to this age, by the way. Anytime you get the flu or anything else, when you're over 60, it can affect you in the worst way. So I kept thinking, please just let it go. Just let it go. So a little bit of prayer, a little bit of sleep, a little bit of herbal tea, and I'm back. So everybody's speaking. Hey, Captain Billy J. That's my buddy, Captain Billy J. I can't wait to meet you, Billy. And Helen, I will meet you and Danny and a whole bunch of other people. I got to figure out how I'm going to get there, though. That's the problem. I'm going to have to find some other people that are interested in driving because I can only do about 2 hours. How sad is that? I mean, if I get 2 hours and then somebody gives me a 2-hour break, then I can do another 2 hours. It's about 6 hours from here. But if anybody wants to drive, let me know. Wants to come down this way first or come from the side. I don't care where you come from. You can come from the west, from the north, from the south. Oh, anyway. Lori, good morning, Vicki. Morning, foodies listening. Lori, hi, sweetie. That's my casino buddy. Lori, I spent last night working on the casino slots, reliving the stuff that happened on that cruise. And yeah, it made me happy. Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys that was a great experience. I can't wait for y'all to see the vlog. It's going to be the first time I've ever vlogged a casino experience, so be patient with me because it occurred to me that there is a way to show this and there's a way to not show this. I don't know which way I was supposed to be doing it. So you guys can give me some feedback. I promise I won't be upset if you say something bad. I need the critical. Okay, let me just put this out there for you. The reason I decided to do casino stuff is because, as y'all might know from being cruise vloggers, there's a lot of competition in our particular niche. And I wouldn't even say it's competition because there are some players that are so far ahead of us that we aren't competing with them at all. We're not even competing with each other at this point because everything that's done for cruise is done. I mean, there's cruise news, there's cruise content, there's Ben and David, there's Para DJ, there's Life with Like Us, there's Eat Sleep. There are so many. We're top heavy. We have so many big creators at the top of our niche that it is almost impossible lately for us to get, even 1,000 views. It is hard. And it's just getting, worse because there's so many people that are moving up, like Poverty to Paradise and a few other. And it's bad when you're on a cruise and other people know the top people in your niche and they don't know who you are. So that just kind of brought home some thoughts I already had about cruising, which I love. And I love doing cruise content. But, at a certain point, and Amy knows what I'm talking about, at a certain point, you got to realize that you can't compete with those people. They've already done it and done it and done it. They've done all the activities. They've done all the ships. They get on the launches. So I decided I needed to take a look at my niche. The class that I took or started taking this year near the beginning of the year taught us one thing, and that is if you can't break out of the niche, we'll just call it tornado or funnel or whatever the situation is when you're going like this, spiral, that's what it is. If you can't break out of that, you're going to have to come up with something that's just a little bit different. Now, Poverty Paradise, y'all know Linnell, she's doing it. She found a way to pull away from the rest of the crowd, and kudos to her. Linnell is a great person. She really is, and she's extremely smart. And I love the fact that she's helping the community and that particular community, the training course. If you're interested in that training course, it is called YouTube Over 40, and it's done by Grounded Life Travels. And Grounded Life Travels, they have their own kind of thing going on. They did trains, okay? And trains are another situation. They are at the top, and then they're a little top heavy too now, just a little bit, not as bad as cruising, not even close. But you guys, that all said, do what you love. If you don't mind that you're not ever probably going to get, up to that point. Well, maybe you are. I don't know. It depends on, what happens. What happens. Anything can happen. But if you don't mind being in a niche that is top heavy, and you love cruising so much, obviously you're going to keep doing it. I'm just trying to look at something different myself, just a little bit different. I will still be, my channel is not actually about cruising. It's about traveling and vacations. So, I got a lot of leeway here. I can go this way and go that way and go that way. But I do love casinos. And I always say, you got to do what you love. Okay. So there you go. So I may be leaning a little bit more toward casino play as far as my channel. Of course, I'll always do Foodie Time, because Foodie Time is a chat. It's not, it's not my niche. It's just what we do. It's what we do. Engagement, talking to each other, reaching out to the community, helping the community to grow. It's a good thing. But anyway, we sure did miss you, Vicky. Joe, thank you so much. I missed you guys too. It was crazy. It was crazy. I lost track of what day it was. I kept thinking, I don't know, I kept thinking it wasn't the weekend and that I was going to have to come on the next day. So I don't know what that was about. I think I'll call it a fever dream. I kept thinking that I had to come on, and it was freaking me out because I knew I was still sick. So, that's hilarious. Look at Mickey showing how it's done. Hashtag grow. Hashtag grow. Somebody pinging me and I know who it is. Oh, anyway, I love her. She cracks me up. Oh, Joe says, oh no, my boiler is misbehaving as well today. Oh no, thank goodness it's not as cold as it could be. Girl, you know what? I heard the UK doesn't have bad cold weather like we do. I mean, it sounds like y'all don't have a lot of sunny weather either, but the good news is you guys don't seem to suffer with, extreme cold. So maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me. Speaking of across the world, he says, Cesar, hola, good morning. He's saying, good morning, welcome in, my friend. So I'm going to be on as long as I can be on, but if I start getting choked up, y'all, look, we may have to go a little bit early, but I think I'm okay. I just need to cough a little bit. That's all. Just a little bit. Okay, everybody's still speaking. Kathy Mills, welcome in, Kathy Mills. Everybody's still speaking to each other. Let me see if there's anybody here. I have not said hello to you yet. Amy, you're going to love this video. I'm just going to tell you, I cannot wait till you see it. We've still got a covering of snow. I know. There's like 10 inches of snow out there. I mean, it is not a small amount of snow. I couldn't believe it. It just snowed and snowed and snowed while I was asleep. Feels like 11 degrees. Sue from the Bud Files. Hi, Sue. How are you doing? Hi. Thank you, Mickey, for reminding everybody for the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Look, the thumbs up is working. That is so cool. But anyway, Joe says, in the UK, some of the charities offer a service where they can remove stuff from the house and you pay them to take it away. But really, they are also sort out of it. There isn't anything that can be sold. They're, is selling something at this point. There's just not enough time. The closing is going to happen by the end of the year. I ain't got that much time. I got to figure out a way to get all the stuff out of there. And that's just the way it is. But, we do have the charities and the disabled veterans. I'm a disabled veteran. So I really do feel that disabled veterans is a good way to go. Oh, speaking of, you guys, please be sure to remember the charities, your favorite charity for this Christmas. It's all about giving, right? So definitely the charities is something that should be on your mind right now, since it's almost the end of the tax season. You get an opportunity to give away stuff to people who need it. The good news is I'll be able to give away a lot of suits. My father was a very dressy guy. He went to church every Sunday and Wednesday. He had a lot of suits. I'm thinking there's at least 200 suits in that condo right now. So I'll be able to give away some suits to people who will need them, who can't afford them. And I tried to talk to Dad about this before he passed, and he just looked at me. He's very sensitive about his clothes. So I thought to myself, Daddy, when it happens, your suits are going to go to a good home. I promise. Get that condo done, Vicky. It weighs too much in your heart. Yeah, I want to be at full strength so I can move at full speed, girl, because I really want to get this done. Oh, you just know it will be so much better when it is done. Mickey's, for anything you are not willing to keep. It is really hard to go through your family stuff, your parents' stuff especially, and figure out what you're going to keep and what you're going to give away. But I don't have much room left in my house. I still got stuff from my mom in my house. So, at this point, like all of us go through, you got to get a situation where you got to just trim it all down to the stuff that is the most important and move on. End of story. So type hashtag grow if you're a channel that came here to meet our community and connect, so they can go to your channel and see what you are doing. Speaking of, yesterday Winston had a premiere, and Winston, something, for some reason in my mind, I was watching you, I could see your hands and part of your body, and I was thinking to myself, I have seen him now, so I kind of know what he looks like. Kiki, part of the Foodie Squad. Hi, Kiki, what is up? Good morning. Speaking of Kiki, since I said that, I want to give away some memberships. Let's do that, because I couldn't get it to work for like weeks, and now it's working again. So let's give away some memberships on the channel. And when we do this membership give that we're just about to do, let's see what we got here going. I'm going to also say welcome to you guys, because it is so important that you know how I feel about the memberships.
Neon lights, they paint the air. Shadows move like they don't care. The bass is low, it grabs my chest. This night won't let us rest. Hands up, hands high. Touch the moon, feel the sky. Lose control, don't ask why. Party all night. Let the rhythm take your...
Okay, I see that the memberships have gone out. The people that have got them are If You Seek Amy. Amy, that is so awesome. Embarkation Nation, Jennifer and Andrew. Hi, thank you. I'm so glad you guys got that. Blessed to Crochet. Mary, I saw Mary today. Mary is going to be a grandmother. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy, her first grandchild. She's excited. The Fam Adventures, Ron, welcome into the Foodie Squad. Mom of 3 boys. Oh my gosh, mom of 3 boys. Excited for you too. Hey, look who's here. It's Lucia and Glenn. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. I know you guys are out and about, so I don't know where you're located right now. Let me know. Thank you for coming through. Kathy Mills, good question, Vicki. How do you handle sentimental items from those that have passed away? I have a dozen boxes piled up in a spare bedroom from my parents. I don't want to even look in them. It is the hardest thing to do, is to go through your parents' stuff. So I'm just warning you, if you're in a situation where your parents are older and there's a possibility that you may lose them in the near future, be prepared and have a discussion with them about stuff that they have, because it's good to know what they want to leave you before they leave. My mother never talked about this, and so I told you guys all her Christmas stuff. I got all of her ornaments, which is why, by the way, I can't do the tree. A lot of the ornaments belong to my mother. Yeah. So it can be really hard to do that. Be sure to have that conversation with your parents about a lot of things. It's really hard to talk about them leaving, but as they get older, you know that they're probably going to leave before you do. It is a good thing to get out in the open what they want you to keep, what is important to them, because otherwise you're going to be trying to make a decision about it by yourself. Glenn posted the food pics on his page. Great at Foodie Vacations from Japan. You know what? She knows how I feel about it. I love to see the food. Thank you, Lucia. Tell Glenn I said appreciate that. Amy, I know you miss her, but what a blessing to have those memories. I know, right? I do have antique furniture that she got passed down from her mother. So that's kind of special as well. Very special. So there you go. Lori says, you just need a messy cruise bun to attach in the back. LOL. Love you, Vicky. It's not a bun. It's just my hair just hanging. Yeah. It is what it is, y'all. It is just what it is. But that's funny. That's good. Freezing here too. Lucia, you know what? It seems to be everywhere. It seems to be everywhere. Yeah, I moved my surgery. I saw that. That was supposed to be today to February 5th. I'm glad you did that. I had too much anxiety about it, and plus it was close to Christmas. It's better to do things after Christmas if you can. I agree with you, sweetie. I may have to be getting a transfusion. And I thought to myself, I really don't want to see the hematologist before Christmas. It's already hard enough. Christmas is hard enough. I'd rather wait till after the new year. Doesn't matter. You can't get in to see a specialist that fast anyway. So they kind of told me, you ain't getting in until January. I had already said in my mind it was going to be after Christmas anyway. And plus, I only took 2 days off of work. This way I'll have more time. You're a working woman, Danny. She works here, she works there, she's everywhere, okay? Auntie Joe's Bedtime Stories. Joe has a channel called Auntie Joe's Bedtime Stories where she tells bedtime stories. We adore you, Vicky. Sending you all my love and positive vibes for a speedy recovery. Thank you. I appreciate that, sweetie. And you too. I know you go through a lot of stuff. If you have spent any time on Joe's channel, you know that she has a few things going on. And I always think about you and pray for you, my friend, because, it is hard. It is really hard. And you are such a sweet person. Jan, thank you for the purple heart, sweetie. Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop. Going on Virgin at the end of February. Yes. So look, this time I'm going before you. Last time you went before me. And thank you, by the way, Amy, for what you did. Talking about all that before you left. Met somebody on the cruise who also knew a lot and told me some information about Casino Royale. I tell you, it was a very good cruise. I did exactly what I wanted to do. I've got it on video. Look out. It's the first time, so please bear with me. But, I will learn as I go, just like everything else. And thank you, Amy, for all of the stuff that you have told me. And Auntie Joe's Bedtime Stories bring on the warmer destinations. Ain't that the truth? I tell you what, Kathy and I were standing out on Puerto Plata, and both of us were thinking the same thing. Really didn't matter where we were at that moment, although it was beautiful and it was warm. And we were happy. You can see it on our faces, I'm sure. There were a lot of people at the port, and they were all having a good time in the water and in the lazy river. And, we got a lot of content to show concerning that. I did take some cruise content, but I'm going to tell you, Kathy took a lot of cruise content. Kudos to Kathy. She does a really good job of capturing cruise stuff. So if you want to see the Puerto Plata, if you want to see anything, she's got the vlogs coming out. I have not checked to see, Kathy, if you have released anything yet, but I've been sending people to you left and right. Kathy said, thank you, Vicky, but please. But been making phone calls this morning. Jan, what you up to? That's right. You're in a situation, too, where you are trying to move. It's hard to move during the wintertime, y'all, especially when you're in a weather. Maybe in Florida is not hard, but here and where Jan is at, it is hard because it's weather and you got other things to consider. It's not as easy to get people to pick up stuff when there's a lot of snow on the ground. And I get that. But she said, looking forward to watching the Virgin Cruise vlogs. I love Virgin, y'all. Yeah. They give away free candy. Free candy. I'm not supposed to be talking about candy, but free candy. Yeah. There's some things about Virgin that it just makes them different from anybody else. Free ice cream in waffle cones. Awesome ice cream. And it might be called gelato. The name of the place is Lick Me Till I Scream. But anyway. Anyway, so you just got to know that that's some good ice cream. I just laugh. Together we travel. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. How are you doing this morning? Thank you for coming by Foodie Time. And there's my buddy Ryan, part of the Foodie Squad. Hi, Ryan. I never got to see the answer to your question. Hello. Are you coming on today? I think Parker Studios is coming on with the fish tank. I said food tank. Fish tank, Ryan. Ryan Parker Studios. Be sure to connect with Ryan if you have not already. That was just a very weird slip of the tongue right there, dear. Jan, Joe, I'm okay. Just have a lot on my plate right now. She really does. And she's getting over a really hard loss. So we've been thinking about you, Jan. Just, hoping that you're doing better. Well, people still speaking to each other. Okay, let's go down and see. Oh, sending love and positive vibes for reduction on your to-do list, Jan. I know, right? It's so good when you can start marking things off. And you guys, speaking of the vlog, so my goal is to try to get this done tonight, okay? If I can get it done tonight, I'm going to release it in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't been able to go outside because it's just too freaking cold. Even the dog looked at me. Juan looked at me like, chick, please. You think I'm going out there? I keep asking if he needs to go outside. And usually he rings this little bell on the door. He just looked at me like, yeah. And I ain't going out there unless I absolutely positively have to. And if he goes out there, it's so funny because I always leave the door a little bit cracked. He will bust through the door. He goes running out, does his business, runs back in, busts through the door, comes running by me. It's hilarious. It's just like, okay, he's cold. Juan is hilarious. So glad to hear you're on the mend, Vicky. Take it easy. Don't rush and race around over. I know. So I'm trying not to, although I'm really anxious to get started on taking the stuff out of there. I mean, I've already been taking stuff out of there. Y'all know that. But there's a lot of stuff. There's still so much stuff. There's stuff. But I've been trying not to get too crazy. Today, what I'm planning to do, my main goal is to finish that vlog. And then also to try and get some stuff done that I need to get done. Like I need to order my prescriptions, finish the closing paperwork that they keep asking me for, stuff like that. I'm excited about closing though, y'all, because you don't know. I mean, I love my dad and I loved his condo, but all I keep thinking is I need to get this off my plate. Yes, indeed, y'all. So glad to hear that she said that you're on the mend. Hey, it's Winston Twisted Nerves Painting. Hey, good morning, Vicky. Glad to see you are feeling better. Lurking while I work this morning. Thank you for coming in, Winston. Yes, I really did enjoy your premiere. It's really cool to watch people do stuff. I love watching Linda. Linda? I saw Linda today. I don't know if she's coming on today, but I thought I saw her. Let me turn on the comments so I can see who else is here before I even get there. So there we go. Everybody saying hello to Winston. And there's Eddie. Hey, Eddie. Yo. I've had poor Eddie confused as to whether I'm coming in, coming out. We're having these weird conversations because, when I last talked to him, I wasn't sure I was coming in. But this morning I said, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. And thank you, Joe. Thank you. I'm looking at Joe's name and talking about Eddie. Thank you, Eddie, for being patient with me Eddie's got a hard job of keeping up with who's coming on every day. That is a rough job. It's really hard to know. Everybody's got stuff going on during the winter. There's a lot of people that are sick right now. And I suspect that if you haven't had the flu shot, I'm going to tell you right now, go on and get the flu shot. Yeah, I thought I had the flu shot. And this is what's bad about this situation. Every year I get the freaking flu shot. This year, I got it confused with a COVID shot, I think, because I looked in my, because I was thinking, how did I get the flu? I had the flu shot. So I looked in my chart, and y'all, sure enough, there was no flu shot in the last year. And I had told somebody, one of those primary people, specialists, whatever, I had said, I had my flu shot when they asked me that. Daggone it. So make sure you had the flu shot. If you haven't already had the flu shot, make sure you have the flu shot. You don't want that. And it is definitely going around right now, yeah. For a while, COVID was winning, but I think the flu is back. I think that it is coming into its own right now. So anyway, so Eddie's saying hello to everybody. So is Winston. And Amy says, yep, I signed up for the custom coaching with Grounded Life, Retirement Travel, and Linnell. Wow. And our whole conversation yesterday was about cruise video focus. Must be a very narrow focus. Yeah. And that's true. If you're doing cruise videos, you probably have to specialize in something specific. The old version of cruising niche is really hard. We used to be all storytellers and much, but there's so much out there already now. So all I can say is that, this is a good time. We're coming up on the new year to start trying to really get focused in on whatever your niche is. Even if it's not cruising, even if it's something specific about, your craft or whatever, you got to get really focused and make it as narrow as possible, or do whatever you like because it's your channel. Just some little advice from some people that have been very helpful for me. Eddie! And Amy knows what I'm talking about. And by the way, the lady I met, Rachel, I don't know if you know Rachel, Amy. And Rachel is also in our community. I haven't been to our community on the YouTubers Over 40 community. I got to go back over there and say hello to Rachel. She has subbed to the channel. I don't know if she's here or if she's watching or whatever, but I really liked Rachel. She was a sweetie pie. She had a lot of good information. So there you go. There's one lady I met on the cruise that I also was on the same plane with and didn't know it. She was the one who was talking about Linnell at our dining room table. It was lunch. We were at lunch and there was like 12 people at the table. She was at the other end and Kathy heard her talking about Linnell. And Kathy was like, look, she's talking about Linnell. So I started listening to her. Well, Linnell being Poverty Paradise. I finally met this lady, but we both had a bad experience because our freaking airplane flight just got canceled like 3 times. And like I said, they kicked us off the plane at one point because of the tire. And so I never really got to finish the conversation we had started earlier because we were all stressed about all the other stuff. I was totally stressed out about the tire. Yeah, when you tell me something is wrong with the plane, I don't care what it is. I want to know, and you want to believe that the plane is in perfect condition when you're getting ready to take off, period. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like the last thing you want to worry about is whether or not the plane's going to be able to do what it's supposed to be doing. So there you go. Okay, everybody's talking to everybody. Almost time for me to nap. This is Eddie's nap time. I keep forgetting. Dayquil, yeah. I haven't been taking that much stuff because I am taking, I have to take a certain thing for being able to sleep at night because of my CPAP. So I've been taking, what's that stuff called? I can't even remember. cetirizine or whatever, take cetirizine, I think it's called. I have to take that, and so I have to be careful what I mix it with, if you know what I'm saying. Don't want to knock myself completely out. We had 6 inches, but we are out in the snow all day on Saturday, Jan said. Good thing we have a 4-wheel drive truck with new tires. I have a 4-wheel drive car, and I'm going to tell you something. There is something to be said for 4-wheel drives when you live in snow areas, because otherwise you can get stuck places. I ain't interested in getting stuck in nobody's snow. So it's a good thing. You know, you don't have to have a truck to have 4-wheel drive, but 4-wheel drive you need to have if you can get it. So like shalom, y'all. I don't know what that was about. I had to clean up my parents' home for 45 years. I still have stuff in tubs and not sure what to do with all of it. Oh, girl, I know. That's the first thing Jorge said to me is, what are you going to do with all this stuff? He stresses over weird things, and that's one of them right there. He's always worried that we're going to have so much stuff that we're going to look like hoarders. We probably do. He doesn't know, bless his heart, that there is so much stuff stashed in this house, you know, that we've had to already stash in this house. But, you know, like I said, I'd rather do that, have it stashed in this house right now until I can get rid of the condo. Then we can just donate everything, you know. We need to have a really good garage sale at this house. We do. Thank you, Vicky. Amy said, Amy, you're awesome. You guys, if you haven't checked out Amy, please be sure to go to her channel and check her out. Same with Team Reese Travels. Such an awesome, you know, we have so many great channels that come into this community and belong to the Foodie Squad. I'm always like totally, you know, impressed and blessed, feeling excited about, you know, the energy, the knowledge, everything that is accumulated here. You guys, thank you. Welcome to the membership, you guys. She said, welcome to the Foodie Squad. Jennifer says, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did just do all the memberships. Thank you. Jory. Hey, Jory. How you doing? Hey, chat. Welcome in. And there's Mary again. Congratulations, Mary, on your new blessing into your family. Cannot wait. And there's Ron. He's just become a member of the Foodie Squad. Hi, Ron. That's so cool. Yes. So I'm looking to see if there's anybody. And Rick's saying, congrats. Mary says, I've got a lot going on. It's why I have been in too many lives, getting back in the rhythm. Haven't been in too many lives, she said. Ron says, Vicky, glad to see you and know you're getting to feeling better. Ron, I'm glad to see you too, and welcome to the Foodie Squad. And you know, I'm going to do one more because that was just, it's a short one. I'll just do it, literally short one. My favorite one. Thank you for listening to my songs and stuff. I got some plans, you guys. Like I said, first I got to get past this vlog. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, y'all. But I got some plans, some things that hopefully will make Foodie Squad a little more interesting. Tomorrow is Q&A Tuesday. We get to ask questions tomorrow, which is always fun. And then, you know, Wednesday, it's not going to be wacky Wednesday always, but Thursday, I'm thinking we should do something new for Thursday. I'm going to save that surprise for Wednesday, have something to talk about Wednesday, something special I want to do for Thursday. And it's not the dance party, although that's I got to wait till Chet gets back before we can do the dance party. Because he would not like it if we did it without him. But anyway, so we've got something on the horizon for Thursdays. And I'm really, really digging it, y'all. I'm using some 60s terminology. That's how much I'm excited about it. Digging it. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so let's go down and see if there's anybody. We have not said hello to you. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Team Reese says, when is your Virgin Cruise and where are you headed? It is For some reason, that came out of nowhere. It is on the 25th of January, and it leaves on the 20. I mean, we're leaving on the 23rd. We're going to hang out in Miami and do some stuff. And then it's going to Cozumel. And, and we may even do something crazy like go to Paradise Beach. I'm going to have to ask y'all about Paradise Beach. I don't even know how to book Paradise Beach, but we're going to be there until 8 o'clock. So I'm thinking I could probably get into something, 8 to 8, 12 hours. Yeah, I'm only going to be at the beach maybe 2-3 tops. Okay, yeah, hours. So, but still, anyway. Foodie's Vacation had to come say hello. Six Bows is back. Hey, how you doing? Had a typo. Welcome in. Welcome to Foodie Time. Be sure to type #grow so that we can see your channel and connect with you. Amy says, you're very welcome. I can't wait for your casino videos. Okay, so I think there should be at least 2 videos. The first one is going to be about what happened, because that is the question everybody has asked me, what happened? And I don't really want to tell anybody because that would just spoil the surprise. So I'm going to get that one out hopefully tomorrow morning. We'll see how it goes. That's my plan, y'all. I'm sticking to it. But and then the second video is going to be about the actual Casino Royale, because that is a big thing. Casino Royale, I'm going on Virgin and they have their own thing called the Sea Rollers. Yeah, it is expensive. Now, if you think Royal is expensive because you have to pay $5 to get a point on a slot machine on Casino Royale, you've got to pay $5 to get a point on Virgin, but you've got to have like 7,500 points, or maybe it isn't 75. Yeah, no, it's double what you have to have, 5,000 points to become the first tier, the first upgraded tier to get a free cruise. I think you have to have 5,000 points. On Royal, it's 2,500 points. Yeah, look, I'm going to have to hit some stuff. I'm going to be on the casino. I need to hire somebody. Look, anybody interested in this job? I need to hire somebody to record me, though, because it occurred to me that I get too excited when I'm gambling to record myself. So I did record a lot. I'm amazed how much I recorded, considering how excited I was while I was doing it. But still, I'm gonna have to do some dicing and slicing, y'all, because there was a lot of footage there that I was like, okay, what the heck was that? I don't even know. There's even one clip that I saw that I did slow motion, and that is hilarious. Y'all ain't gonna see that, by the way, but it's slow motion of the reels going. I was cracking up. I said, what the heck happened? I must have hit the slow-mo, just hilarious, but you won't see that one. That's not going in there. That's going to be edited out. Ron says, wait, what? Yeah, you are a member of the Foodie Squad. What? Hey, what? You can use these special emojis for the Foodie Squad. We have special emojis. Check them out. I'm going to have to make some more slot emojis, y'all. Anyway, meanwhile, I got to do some illusion stuff, y'all. So I'm going to play a really quick media asset here on a really good situation.
Get ready to bring sexy back. This February, it's Ryan's 50th birthday bash. 7 nights, 3 ports of call, 1 epic celebration aboard Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady. We will set sail out of beautiful Miami, Pate at sea, and we'll end up splashing around in the beautiful Jamaican waterfalls of Ocho Rios. Then, off to beautiful Grand Cayman, where we will snorkel in the crystal waters. Dance till the sunset at Bimini's Private Beach Club. Oh yeah! Virgin Voyages is adult only. World-class dining, late-night parties that glow scarlet. This ain't a regular cruise, it's Ryan's 50th bringing sexy back birthday cruise. Join the party February 7th through 14th, 2026. Reach out to Ryan and Melinda to book, or book with any travel agent you want. Just drop us a line to let us know that you're coming. We can do the swish and backside sizzle together. We'll see ya.
Cool. And it's going to be Ryan's birthday. So how exciting is that? Yeah. I was so hoping that they were going to offer a points cruise during that, because I would have gone on that instead. But I know the points cruise they have in February is some like 500,000 points. Yeah, that ain't happening, y'all, in anybody's situation. So food tank, that would be interesting. Yes, it really would, Danny, but that's not what I was supposed to be saying. Amy says, Vicky, they had me at free candy. Girl, free candy. When I found that out, I never did release that video. I'm bad for that. I'll do clips and never release them sometimes. But I didn't. That same ship, by the way. So I hope she's still there. The lady that told me about the free candy. When I went to the social club, she says, you do know that we have free candy. And I was like, say what? She says, step to the end of the counter, please. So we go around to the little counter. She pulls out one of them little white bags and she says, what you want? And she points down below and there's all this candy. Yeah. I felt like a kid on Halloween. I was like, okay, I want one of those, one of those, one of those, some of that, some of that, some of that. That's the part I can't wait for. It. There's going to be some candy coming back home with me this time, y'all. It's just saying. I'm actually called Yaya, which is grandmother in Greek. I heard you say that part. Yaya. I learned something in Greek. I was pretty impressed. Thank you for that, Mary. Yaya. Okay, sweetie. I'm called Grandma. It's in Kentucky. That's what we're called. So we're called Granny, Grandma. No, nothing exciting. Angie says, our dog Clyde loves the snow. Oh my gosh, so does one. And that just really freaks me out. They lay in it, they come back in with it on, they track water all over. I can't get him to sit still. So I totally get it. What is it about dogs and snow? I guess because they have on a coat. They're like little kids with their little coats on and run out there in the snow and just start acting crazy. I don't know. Oh, look, Ron is using his new emojis. I love it. Tacos, gardening, and she's probably thinking, what is the gardening one? Yeah, gardening and slot mo mommy. Blessed to crochet. It is 12 degrees, but it feels like -3. Yep, it may be a little cold in Ohio. Yeah, just a little bit. I think y'all are so cold that you're making the rest of us cold. I'm just saying. Winston says, time to get back to filming. Have a great day, everyone. Good to see you. Oh, y'all, I didn't even notice. Oh, my gosh, it is after party time. Did not know it. Sorry. Okay, so Winston's on his way out. See you later, my friend. Okay, Blessed Crochet says, I can't get the flu shot. It contains egg whites, and I'm allergic to egg whites. I can have them in very small quantities, but I don't handle the flu shot well at all. Girl, that's a bummer. I got the vaccination for COVID, pneumonia, and the flu, but I still ended up getting pneumonia. Vaccinations are extremely helpful. Sadly, they don't cover for every single strain of viruses. I know, right? That is a bummer as well. I can't get the flu shot either because I'm allergic to eggs. Wow, y'all. Okay, I'm just telling you, I'm praying you don't get the flu. Although the flu only lasts from 3 to 7 days. It's not as bad as COVID. I mean, COVID usually lasts. In fact, the symptoms of COVID don't really show up until like the 4th or 5th day. And then it just kind of hangs there for another 5 days. I mean, hopefully it doesn't get worse because then it could take a turn. So, you got to be careful. It's crazy. But Whew, even if you had the flu shot this year, there are 2 strains of the flu this year. Yeah, it's the flu B. I think I got it. And the shot was created before the second flu mutated. I mean, it's always something, y'all. And like I said, a lot of the stuff you can catch on the plane. I'm thinking I may have to start carrying a mask if I'm not going to be riding, in first class or something. Even in first class, the person you may end up sitting next to, even though they won't be as close, may still be sick. Everyone have a fantastic week. Rick said, Rick's out of here. Oh, here we got a new person here. Well, Meritage, Shades of Light. How are you doing? Hello, I'm new here. I see. And Meritage, I think we just became friends last night. So welcome in. Welcome. That is really good that you came and saw us. Type hashtag grow and everybody can go to your channel because Nightbot will show your channel if you type hashtag grow. They can go to your channel and check you out. We do that here. We like to go see new channels. Do you know Rachel's channel name? She just started her channel, Amy. I don't know what her channel name is. I think right now it's just her name, but I will try and look and see because I've got her contact information. So I'll try and find her on the forum and then see if I can say hello to her there. We'll figure it out. She is a sweetie pie. Let's see. Oh, Team Reese Travel says, cetrazine. Thank you. That stuff works really well for me. It's what they recommended for my CPAP. If you can't breathe, you can't use a CPAP for obvious reasons. I try to keep some on hand. Oh, girl, at all times. When I travel, everywhere I go, I have to have my cetrazine. I know what you're talking about. Meritage says, I had the same experience coming back from Bahamas. They said something was wrong with the plane. Yeah. My experience wasn't as bad as Kathy's experience. I didn't even know Kathy's experience. Look, we did not communicate past a certain point because I eventually got on the plane, but she did not. So, for a long time. So I did not know until her live what all happened to her. But I mean, you just never know. But when you fly late in the day, which you almost can't help but do when you're leaving Miami, although you could take the train to Orlando instead. Now, I haven't looked to see. Oh, and by the way, Allegiant Air has flights that leave out of Fort Lauderdale earlier than Miami has flights. So also think about that. Now, some of y'all like Allegiant Air. I love Allegiant Air. It is a direct flight usually to most places that it goes to. So you want to check into that option. I'm just saying. Okay, but there are other ways to get around the Miami situation. But I did enjoy myself driving around. I did not know that I was going to be there that long. We did not get home until like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Did not realize I was going to be there that long. But Mary says you spend half of your life gathering stuff and then you spend the other half getting rid of it because for some reason we think that we're always going to have that stuff. Obviously, we're not going to take it with us. So what's the point of this? And this is what I keep thinking about in my head, y'all. I just went totally off on another subject, but I want y'all to think about this for a second. We're going to get rid of the stuff or somebody else is going to get rid of the stuff. That's just how it goes. Get rid of the stuff. And I told my husband not to freak out. There is going to be stuff coming to this house, but I'm getting rid of all the stuff. Y'all, if I could, I would have that thing where you sell off everything. I forget what it's called that they talk about on Grounded Life Travel all the time, where you sell off all of your stuff. Okay, then you have no stuff. That's the point you want to be in. But then, everything has sentimental value. And there is some stuff that is passed down. You can keep the stuff that's passed down, or better yet, you can go on and freaking pass it down before you go. Okay. My kids don't watch my morning show, but they don't know that mom is about to start passing stuff on. It's like, here, take them golf clubs. Dad had golf clubs, everything else. I'm passing on stuff to them, and they can pass it on to their kids. That's how that goes. I have the same issue. Sold my house in Connecticut and bought all of the contents to my house in Connecticut. Look, it's a thing. You guys, I'm going to have to get off of here because I'm getting more and more stopped up. Elizabeth, welcome back, my friend. Elizabeth of the More Intuitive Me, my tarot card reading friend. Welcome back. I've been missing you. I've not been here. I've been sick. I've been on a cruise, girl. So, you haven't missed a whole lot in the last week or two, but here we are. Okay, everybody, speaking to Meritage. Hello there, Lee. Be sure to type hashtag grow to show your channel. If you are new to this chat, look what we got here. It's Danny Dizzle, member for 4 months. Danny Dizzle, what's up? Yes, indeedy. That's our Danny. She's a sweetie pie. Yes, she is.
Foodie time. Yeah. Crispy wings, sauce dripping slow. Stacked up high like a full cargo. Crunching loud, yeah, the flavor show. Midnight cravings, gotta let it go. Late night feed, tables alive. Fortune nine, the hunger vibes. It's foodie time, it's foodie time. Flavors popping, taste the vine. Bite by bite, can't decline. Foodie time, yeah, foodie time. Peter slice, greasy on my hand. Cargo truck, eating where I stand. Sweet and spicy, the perfect man. One more bite, I'ma take that chance. Fridge like glum, midnight crime. Snacks be calling, that's the sign. Chocolate dreams, sour lime. It's foodie time, it's foodie time. Flavors popping.
Hey, that kind of woke me up a little bit, y'all. I tell you what, it's nothing like a good song to just wake you up, okay? I was still suffering from my cetrazine, which, by the way, also makes me drowsy like heck, okay? And here you go. That song comes on, and it kind of just gets you going, I tell you. Anyway, but yeah, I had to do that because I'm so excited about the 4 months. 4 months. So does that mean that you guys have got a new emoji coming out? I mean, a new badge? Because it seems like there's a new badge that should have come out by now, y'all. I don't know what's up with that deal, but yeah, I have a new badge. I don't think it's showing up, Danny. I'll have to check into that situation. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to be rolling out of here. I hope everybody had a chance to type hashtag grow. That is new here because we're going to be rolling off pretty soon here. 5,000 points for Virgin and even to get other casino offers. That's crazy. Now, I'm going to get on there and realize that maybe it isn't as hard as it thinks. Seems. I noticed that their Dragoline starts at 1 cent instead of 5 cent denomination. So I don't know. I will let you know, though, Amy. You know I'm on the case, okay? And Liz in the bushes, I'm checking for you, too. Although I don't know if Liz will ever get on Virgin. She is a Carnival Cruise addict. So, just as she says, she is probably not going on Carnival. Lori says, it's about, okay. But I'd have the camera going up and down while I'm screaming. Not good. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be my new photographer, my videographer, because Lori is as bad as I am. We'd both be jumping up and down. It's so funny. If you start to win, and don't ask why I know that, but if you start to win a jackpot or 2 or 3 or 4, people will start gathering around you, and then you lose track of what you're supposed to be doing. It is a very strange thing, y'all. Dennis says, Ron is silly on Cam Fam's stream last night. He had said good morning. He said good morning. I know. I thought, Ron, where the heck are you? When he first said good morning, all I kept thinking is, where is he at? Maybe he was in Japan. I don't know. Reminds me I need to update our emojis. I should put a bean on there for Little Bean, and that's my daughter and son-in-law, what it's called in social media world. Yes, it's a little bean. That's what they say. Message you the link to Paradise Beach. Will, you are freaking awesome. Okay, just want you to know. And I did see y'all there too. And that's what made me think maybe we should do that. I'm going to try some new stuff, y'all. Kind of set in my ways when it goes to Cozumel. My husband speaks fluent Spanish, so he likes going into town, talking to everybody. I said everybody. But he could do that at Paradise Beach too, right? So there you go. Thank you so much, Will. I love you. Thank you. That is a really good thing to, and I think I saw that ding. I appreciate that so much. Free candy, I am there, girl. Yes, indeed. How often does somebody give you free candy? Okay. Hello, Ann. Everybody's still speaking, but we're going to be rolling off of here in a minute. Man, I'm really out of practice, Lori. She was only 3 minutes off. Dancing, though. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Everybody's allergic to eggs in this group. That's so funny. There's a story about eggs on the Helen meetup that Captain was telling me about. Elise says, have a great day. Was a great stream. Need start recording vlog for update vlog and Christmas vlog all in one. Lee, you're a busy man. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you for the shout out, Meritage, anytime. Thank you for, I think you both were in my live on Saturday. I was in your live on Saturday, yes. I live in Florida, Meritage. Okay, that's pretty cool. What is your name? I'm gonna start calling you Mary. I can feel it now because of your channel name. He used to live in South Florida. Okay, hashtag creator. Jen. And then she typed hashtag girl. I'm going to tease you. I know you got a lot on your mind though, sweetie, but I'm not going to tease you too much. Edna! Edna, my buddy Edna. Okay, if you've not checked out Edna's World, yeah, you are missing life, okay? She got this live on Wednesdays, and sometimes I put it on the TV because it's a long live, but it is freaking hilarious because they are hilarious. And they tell you a lot of information too, but just it's better than TV. I'm just going to say. Edna, welcome in, girl. Welcome in. I was watching some of your vlogs when I woke up finally from my flu. I started watching everybody's vlogs that were popping up, and I've got notifications on for everybody. I don't know how. The algorithm knows which one to show me, but that one was perfect. It showed me the Super Bowl one y'all did on my TV. I was cracking up. You guys are just hilarious. Just love it, love it, love it. Hey, Willie! Willie coming in from Arizona. Sweetie Pie, how are you doing? I tell you what, I haven't had any music. Wow, your hairdo is awesome. You know what? I've decided guys just like when you wear something different. I don't know what that is about. But thank you. I appreciate you so much. And look who else came in with you. Experimental Mental just popping in from rainy UK to say hi. Sweetie, how you doing? Welcome back. Look, I always say after 11 at the after party, everybody pops in like a real after party. It is so freaking awesome. I think that song is magical. I'll keep saying it. Lori has always said that, but I think it's magical because all people start popping in. It's like it sends out airways. It's after party. Yeah, I'm sick as a dog still. I mean, not as sick as I was, but I made it through this. Without coughing all over the place. So I'm excited. I am melting a little bit, y'all, but that's not a real unusual thing because of allergies and stuff, but so glad to see y'all. Y'all made my morning as usual. Left a package at your place, Meritage. Thank you, Ryan, for being FedEx. That's FedEx. He left a comment, a thumbs up. He watched your video or is playing in the background because he's like me. He does multiple devices. Ryan is the true FedEx deliverer in this group. So just so I know that, so you know, that is the perfect example of how our community rolls. That's how we roll. Hi, Blessed. Blessed is going to be a grandma. Yeah, as they say in Greek. Yes, Lisa is allergic to eggs too. I know, everybody. I'm not allergic to eggs. I eat eggs every day. If I am allergic, that would explain a lot of things. It would. Your name is Jean. Okay. Jean. Now, Jean or Jean, or speaking of, are you a girl or a guy, or, nowadays pronouns can be tricky, but anyway, Jean could go a lot of different ways. So I'm just going to say Jean, and you can tell us whatever you want. Anyway, Randy, Vicky, glad to see you back. Randy, part of the Foodie Squad, another person. We are almost Arizona compliant. Where is Scott, by the way? I haven't seen him today. He's probably working. Anyway, experimental mental. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. I'll take that heart. Party. Yeah, Willie, I tell you what, Willie, you are a party animal. He always shows up when after parties get played. What do you do? What do you do your lives? When do you do your lives? Every freaking day, Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern time. I'm here hanging out with the peeps. We started it. We can't stop. We can't stop. I need to write a song called We Can't Stop, because it's true. I left a package as well, Meritage. We like to connect people, and we can't stop. We just can't do it. We can't stop. You're a girl. Meritage. Yay, Jean. Thank you. Sweetie. Okay. Feel better soon, Vicky. Thank you, Mary. And you guys, thank you for coming over and making this a great day, because, it's freezing cold outside. I'm always late. I know you're just a party animal. You can't help it. You pop in at the after party. It's just your thing. You come in to dance. Scott said in Eddie's, he has to go in an hour early, so now he will be a hit and miss with yours and GLT and CME. Yeah, he's a busy man. Scott is everywhere, and he is a busy guy, and I love that he comes in when he does. And when he comes in, he always hears the video that he made, because I love that video, and I can't wait to meet Scott. Really can. I hope he makes it to hell, and if he doesn't, I will see him on the Unhinged. We're almost a year away from the Unhinged, y'all. It's going to move up faster than anybody predicted. Watch. It's going to be like all of a sudden we are up on the Hinge. Everybody's going to be counting it down. Yeah, that's how it is. But anyway, y'all, thank you for coming in today. I'm about to run out of breath. So I just wanted to say thank you, and we're going to get out of here. And today at 11:30, in fact, coming up really soon here, is my buddy Ryan Parker Studios with his Fish Tank Live. I believe Ryan has put in his #Grow channel. If not, please put in your channel. Willie. And we're going to roll out with a little bit of Sail Away. Because Vicky's going to be selling away again in the very near future. Yes, indeed. So excited about that. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have the casino reels out. Yes, we'll see what happens. There he goes. He's typing in #Grow. You got 2 minutes, child, to connect with other people in this community. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love it. Okay, see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah. Waves crash loud, they don't say please. Yeah. I'm out here chasing so them breeze bees. Yeah. Clock ticking fast like a heart in a race. But I'm so stepping in my own space. Anchors dry, but I cut the chain. Don't need no way, just my own name. I'm a runaway tide, I'm a rebel seed. No map, no guide, just wild and free. Sail away, sail away, sail away now. Let the wind take my bow water. Turning back, no ground to stay. I'm gone, I'm gone. Sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away now. Let the wind take my bow water. Turning back, no ground to stay. I'm gone, I'm gone. Sail away, sail away. Sky splits wide like a vinyl scratch. Moon's the DJ light in my pad. Stars are the crowd, they twinkle and sway. I'm spitting verses while the night plays. The deep hum bass of the ocean below echoes my pulse, it's a live show. Every wave a beat, every gust around. time. Leave the past behind. Storms can't cloud my mind. Horizon's all I see. It's just the sea and me. Sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away now. Let the wind take my bow out. Turning back